Very rarely have I ever started a video out like this, but I need to give you a little bit of information going into the video so you can see what a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity this actually was for us and how lucky I feel to have been a part of it. If you know anything about the San Gabriel Mountains, if you frequent them and know any of their history, you've undoubtedly heard of a man named John W. Robinson. He has since passed away, but before he did, he left his legacy in numerous books. One of his best, in my opinion, is this Trails of the Angeles. It's 100 hikes. It comes with a map in this little sleeve. It comes with a map in a little sleeve here in the back. This one's somewhere around here. But all the hikes are numbered. Gives you information on the place, little history on it, where to park, etc., etc. It's a great book. In the very back of this book, he has trails that used to be and places that used to be. Well, I recently, this weekend as a matter of fact, stayed at one of the places that used to be. And I saw so much history in the San Gabriel Mountains. Stuff I'd only read about, stuff I'd heard about. I saw, I was there, I experienced. I met some new people who were the new caretakers of the place, a family that lives up there, a family of mother, father, and 6 kids. They live up there and they take care of the place. They have cameras all over the place. If you go on there, you are trespassing and the law will be notified. But some of you have hiked through the place, stealth count the place and everything. But we had open run. They opened it all up to us. They opened up all the doors, unlocked everything, gave us full run of the entire camp. I think it's 120 acres. It was incredible. So before I get too much into that, and before I start the actual video, I want to tell you how this came about and how I can't tell you how you can do it, because how we got to do it was total strike of luck. Right place, right time. A friend of mine, Joey, whom I met on the trail, I met on the East Fork years ago. He's been in a bunch of my videos. Has a cabin at Wrightwood. Everything falls into place. It's incredible. The San Gabriel Mountains hold so much magic, and once you become part of it, once you interlink with everybody and everything up there, rangers, people, caretakers, shop owners, and it helps to have a YouTube channel that's been on San Gabriel Mountains for about 17 years. People reach out to you and give you information, give you opportunities, and that's exactly how this one fell in my lap. Joey, his wife, plays in a bluegrass band, so they meet up at the church. They do concerts over there sometimes, and everybody knows everybody in that community. Well, the caretaker knows a guy who knows a guy who said, "Hey, you and your buddies can go up there and camp at this place. If you ever want to, let me know." He goes, "We want to do it." Okay, this is about 1.5 years ago he told us this. We finally got around to putting it together. It wasn't easy. Joey worked his butt off. We really owe him a lot. He arranged everything. Now, one of the things you have to do, you take out an insurance policy. They said he capped it at 18 people, so I think above 18 it have to be more. He had to take out $1 million insurance policy, which is pretty incredible. Capped at 18. So if you got a phone call from me in the last 3 or 4 weeks and you didn't answer it, you were probably on that list of 18, and hey, you should have picked up your phone. But the ones that did, 17 of the 18 came. One from out of state didn't make it. So what you can see is myself and 16 more friends having a great time and showing you a lot of the history. But before I do, another book by John W. Robinson. This one, The Gabriels. This is his book on everything. And not to brag or anything, but mine's autographed. Hell yeah. And to prove it's legitimately autographed, I have a link to a video. I have a video of him signing it. Now on page 188, Let me read a little bit. Now, keep in mind, I'm not a great reader out loud, but I'll do what I can. Hidden away in the lush mountains in a glen in Coldwater Canyon, close under the granite cliffs of Strawberry Peak, lies historic Colby Ranch. Today it lives a quiet life as an organized retreat of the Methodist Church, well off the beaten path of the contemporary hiker. But to old-timers, it will always fondly be remembered as the hospitable home of Delos, Lily, and Nellie Colby. Here, the welcome mat was always out for a friend, a stranger alike. In fact, for nearly everyone who came or was tired and hungry from the trudge of over Josephine Saddle or Switzer, no finer house stood in the San Gabriels. It goes on, but I'll show you some close-ups of these photos here of what once stood up there. I'll read the captions under them. Delos and Lily Colby, host of Colby Ranch in Coldwater Canyon, 1916. Hikers at Colby Ranch, Sierra, 1915. A two-story log cabin left built in 1895 was used as a bunkhouse, later for storage. The kitchen and dining room are to the right. Some other photos you got here. I'm going to take the camera and show you some close-ups of the photos. The main bunkhouse. The Hermitage. Keep this one in mind. I'm going to show you some real cool stuff about that in the video. Also keep this grave marker in mind. This is in the video too. The Colby Memorial at Colby Ranch. It carries the insertions Delos Colby, Lily Colby, Nellie Colby. And there's another marker off to the side nowadays too. I'll show you that all in this video. So some of the guys in this video you may be seeing for the first time. Most of them you have seen many, many times. But we all owe this opportunity to Joey, and we'll find a way to make it up to him. But I hope you enjoy this video, and you can ask directions on how to do everything, but like I say, there is no actual direction to do it. It all just fell in our laps. This person hit us up at the right time, gave us this person's number and email, so there's nothing I can really extend to you on how to do this. You're gonna have to go about putting it together yourself. So good luck, and I hope you like the video. This is one of those old camps that Robinson talks about in his books that's been closed up for years. I doubt it will ever open again. I know the land it's a 3-mile road, 3-mile ride on a road like this to get there. And there's a gate. I'll talk more about that in a little while. In front of your face. Yeah, the fog coming up too was bad. But look at this. The Colby Ranch, established 1891, guests only. Well, we are guests. Colby Ranch. We're going to show you a lot more. Dan, Smitty, tell them what you just told us.
So I was telling my parents I was going up to Colby Ranch. And my dad's all, Colby Ranch, that sounds real familiar. I did 6th grade camp in Colby Ranch. My dad's in his 80s, man. He's like, that place is still open? I was like, well, no, we're going to go and find out. So, I don't know, man.
I doubt it'll ever open again. But it's for sale.
Yeah, it's pretty, yeah, you guys want to buy it, man. It's pretty crazy.
You know who's looking to buy it, possibly?
Man.
Adam.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty, wait till you see it. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
So this is his setup here.
All the structures that are on it, yeah, pretty crazy.
And there's yurts up there?
Yeah.
We'll go check.
Cabins, there's yurts, there's cabins. So Jose, the caretaker, he lives over here with his family, right? But you know, we can go to any cabin. We can go inside. They're all unlocked. We can go into any cabin, and just can't go on. He doesn't really want us snooping around his property, right?
Yeah.
But he's super cool dude. Super cool dude, man.
Right on.
His kids have already taken me to the inside.
Okay, we're on the upper Big Tongva Creek. Strawberry Peak right there in the background. We're on this bridge. It's a very historical bridge, and we're going to tell you some of the history on it, and then we're going to take you in and show you some really cool stuff. So here's a little bit about it.
Yeah, so we're going to go to Colby, and Colby his actual name was Delos Colby. In the late 1880s, he came to this area. He was looking for gold in Big Tongva upper Big Tongva Creek, he found this little meadow up here, and he liked it so much he decided he was going to come up here and homestead. So the next year he brought his wife up here and his daughter, and they started building a house. And over the years they built more and more infrastructure, and it became one of the best known trail camps in the San Gabriels at the time. And we're going to see what's left of that today.
Here's a look around from where we are. Now this place is closed. I doubt it'll ever open up again, but if you've got more than $1 million, it's for sale.
Yes.
It's probably going for what, about 1.2?
I have no idea, but yes, it is for sale. It's owned, the latest owner is the Methodist Church, the chapter, the conference that's in this Southern California and Pacific area, and they also own the camp at Wrightwood, but this camp specifically is for sale. They're looking to sell it.
And it's huge. So this is the road coming up to the actual Colby Ranch. Right back there you see a basketball court. A little further down, I don't know if you'll be able to see it from here, but a little further down there's an archery set up. You got these huge trees up here. You have these cool little bridges all over the place. This one's going to an amphitheater. We paid the caretaker's son. He's starting a wood business, so Joey paid the wood taker's son 50 bucks and dropped off all this oak. We'll have a fire here tonight. Probably kick back here, tell a few stories. There's birds up here, little eggs. We found these little blue eggs. Unfortunately, they're on the ground. They broke. They're hatching. Spring is here. But we're going to go up and show you all the different buildings. There are numerous buildings on this. There are some yurts. There's some fireplaces. It looks like they made an old pizza oven. It looks like a brick pizza oven, or a very strange way to burn their trash. I don't know what it is, but you can see, welcome to Colby McGriffin Retreat House. Camp that way, office there. Look at that. So this is us. I invited the guys that go with me the majority of the times, the guys that help me a lot throughout doing trash and graffiti cover up and things. If you didn't get invited, I'm sorry, but like I said, I did call some people, they didn't answer, and we had to cut it off at 18. So Steve and Jen here, that's Dan and his friend, and it's the office here. You can go up in the back. There's a shortcut to go to the yurts. Over here is where we're camping. I'll show you that in a minute. But this is all of us. Really cool. Once in a lifetime, because I don't think they're gonna allow anybody else to come up here. And if they do, like I say, you really got to jump through hoops to do it.
So this is where the caretaker lives on this side. Jose and his family.
This is the Jose, the caretaker, where he lives. So back in the day, this was the main dining hall.
Stevens Hall. So this is called Stevens Hall. It's the main dining hall, gathering area, whatnot. So yeah, Stevens Hall. We'll go through this way, Frank Stevens, who...
Memory of Uncle Frank Stevens, who drank often and drank long from these waters.
Still working.
Still working. How's it taste?
No? Okay.
Pure deliciousness.
Right on. Best kind. Main dining hall. We are now in the main dining hall. Let's see what pictures they had up back in the day. Oh, that's the drinking fountain. No, oh, that is the grave memorial. We're going to show you that live. Looking for gold. Colby looking for some gold. Along the creek. Native, the Gabrielinos. Look at that. Gabrielinos are, it's kind of dark in here, but. Wiki Up camps. What it looked like, a look into what it looked like the days of yesteryear. That looks like my high school cafeteria. We got the old fireplace. Look at that. So up to the side there, you got one of the old bathhouses.
Remember that?
Yeah. We're on our way to the cemetery.
Do you want to see these set of cabins here?
Sure.
Excuse my ignorance.
Here are 6 more cabins. The oak, the pine,
Willow,
alder, cedar, and willow. Willow Oakburn.
That's not how you do it. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? I've been doing this in
This one's been modernized. It's a nice concrete slab. It's got some air conditioning.
well, they're wrong.
Willow.
Oh, right there.
This next spot here is straight off of Happy Days. What's it called?
Inspiration Point, I think.
There's a lot of inspiration points up here in St. Gabriel.
Submarine race.
It's like, don't get any ideas. I'm married. Even like
What was Joni's friend's name?
Chachi.
No, the girl.
Oh, the girl?
Her mom and dad never wanted her to hang around with?
The one that was a bad influence?
Yeah.
I think it was PHARRAOH.
No. Well, this is Inspiration Point.
But Steve, check out even like this last little cabin, how it has little windy stairs that comes around.
It reminds me a little of Camp High Hill.
Yeah.
Camp High Hill's a little bit more vertical.
Yes.
And the PCT's straight across over there. We notice there's a plaque up here. Let's see. The cross, which stood for 17 years at the United Methodist Church in Simi Valley. My cousins lived in Simi Valley. My aunt from Simi Valley is visiting right now. Was donated to Camp Colby on May 1st, 1986 to serve as the enduring reminder of God's love. This came from Simi Valley. What are the chances on that? My aunt that's staying with me now, I get a chance to come up here this weekend. She's from Simi Valley. What are the chances? What are the odds? That's pretty amazing. Now, there's a trail back here. Look at these steps. Not really sure where this goes. But it goes. And goes it does. Maybe a little later. Colby Lake. From the drawing in the building back there, I filmed. He made a lake back here. These are mostly all berries. I'm afraid to get too much closer, but there's a lake back over here somewhere. It's all overgrown now. See, late 1800s, early 1900s.
Here toward the top of the ranch, which later became the camp. This is the gravesite of the Colby family. At the top here, there's the dad, Delos Colby, the mom, Lily, and their poor daughter, Nellie. And the way this goes is Delos had gone at some point to the Alaskan Gold Rush. He came back about 2 years later. He was pretty sick, and eventually, and I think it was tougher for them to make money here at that time after he came back, and eventually his health deteriorated and he died. But a couple years before, Nellie, the daughter, she had been married to a guy, and a couple months after they got married, he went off to the Spanish War, which was like I don't know enough of my history to remember when that was. Anyways, he didn't come back for 8 years. He came back and visited off and on. The mother and father wanted him to commit to the daughter, his wife, and stay here and take care of her, and he wouldn't. So he left, and nobody ever saw him again. Then 4 years later, the dad died. A couple years after that, the caretaker that lived here that helped them, Joe, who Nellie, before she died, he happened to be secretly in love with her. He promised her that he would stay on and look after the mom and the dad. So the mom's left. Him and another guy are disking one of these fields. They find a skeleton when they're cutting up one of the fields. So the story goes that was the husband. When he took off, the father killed him and buried him on the property, and nobody knew about it because he wouldn't take care of the daughter. So that's a little interesting tidbit. And then the mother, she didn't die until 27, which was about 10 years later, but she became more and more distraught. She'd lost her husband, she'd lost her daughter. And the story goes, one of the guys that used to work up here said one day she went into the house, locked the door, doused it with kerosene, lit the place on fire, and shot herself in the head and killed herself. So they're all buried here. And then if you look behind us over here, when Joe died in 1940, he stayed up here, and then they buried him up here too, right next to him.
Wow. Interesting. There's some more older ones back here. One back here looks like straight out of Bonanza from Gunsmoke. This one around the corner here, look at this. That one. The Pioneer. It's called the Pioneer.
This is all old stuff. Who knows what it is at this point.
Yeah.
But there's
Pioneer.
They could accept it. Oh, he's like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay there another year.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. He's like,
Alan, you do a handstand?
No, don't.
yeah.
It's rough.
Really?
Yeah.
You already hit your shin?
No, I said
No, the knee. Rock and roll.
Where's Stevie at?
I don't know.
I'm
Stevie!
checking out the yurt.
What?
Mr. Goodbar.
Yeah.
Pistachios. This is.
Oh yeah, that's mine. Okay.
Joey,
I got
get
two
in there.
Get in where?
Fritos in here. In the
Okay. Modelo.
I'll have Modelo. I'm not gonna.
Modelo.
Annette Punicello?
Ice
Yeah.
Thank you.
or Cactus Cooler.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. Lemonade. Cactus
Are
Cooler.
those organic?
Wait, I see a
pistachios?
lemonade. I'll go with the Cactus Cooler. You want lemonade?
Are those organic pistachios?
Oh, I got those.
That's the PCT.
Old school lawyer that I knew. He was like a dad to me, and he told me that.
Okay, look at this. The Hermitage or this.
Let the professor.
Look at this. Oh, look, a little bondage action. A saddle. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Some cactus or something jarred. An old stove. Kettle. Oh yeah, the frying pans on the wall there. You know, hey, on that mine, the eagle, the dollar eagle coming down the backside of Baldy.
You saw one of that?
I found a frying pan just like that. I left it there on top of the stove.
Probably from the mining era.
Yep.
Looks right. Yeah, these are all really
Look at this. Look at all this stuff. Some old bottles back there. An old for cutting in the trough, planting, pick, sickle. Some more stoves down there, old pulley, some files, Vixen files.
They put a cellar in. They started.
See this, the Sado? The Lido.
Look, sickle, Grim Reapers.
They opened it up. They had a. If you read in the book, it's like they had a vegetable garden. They had fruit.
It's an old music box or something from melting lead. Look at all this stuff. Steve! Look, that's an acorn grinder, flour grinder, Native Americans. See that? Right there?
Is that anchor?
No, that's where they pull to make the troughs for planting.
Plow.
Look at a saw, like Gordon's saw. Piece of one is broken.
Sure what's interesting to people. So
Coffee grinders.
what I know. And this guy was here when we got here. I don't know how long he's been in this room.
Little chairs, watering cans. All this is original. Everything in here is original. Now there's a place when you go down Highway 39 southbound from Azusa. You turn left on Baseline. There's a place down there that it's a museum. You have to look it up. I don't know the name of it. I forget the name of it. But they have a little museum like this behind chicken wire. And they have Sedley Peck's mom's doll in there. Sedley Peck. Now, if you go on YouTube and you search it, Sedley Peck, I'll try to put a link in the details down below. Sedley Peck, there's an 8-video series that tells you all about the San Gabriels and the history of San Gabriels. Might even touch on this, but it talks about a place where gold was found. I have found that place. I know where that place is. It's just really hard to get to. Where it is in between Hawkins and Rattlesnake and Iron. There's a bowl. If you look in Google Earth, there's a ridge that goes in between Rattlesnake to Hawkins. If you look down, you can see that trail that he talks about that his dad walked on. It's above the waterfall. And if you listen to the Sedley Peck video, and he tells you the Indian story about it, word for word, if you go up there, you can find each and every clue. That's where it is. What the inside looks like. You got these small kids' beds.
I always wanted the top one. My brother. Because I'm older. You stayed a while.
Bathrooms, showers. All these cabins are pretty much the same like this.
This one's the most modern. Some of them are all wood. They're older. Like you can see some of the other ones. They're a little bit older. So they've added on over the years.
Look at this. Right above the graves, you got the creepy tree.
No, that's
Super creepy tree. And you got a couple creeps hanging out here too. Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
Nothing. Sniffing around.
come back tonight.
I'll get you.
The king.
I'll get you good. Beautiful.
King. I am the king. Look at that.
King serpent.
Pharaoh and the king.
These guys will eat rattlesnakes, supposedly, right?
No, king snake. Yeah, king snakes.
King snakes will eat rattlesnakes.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah. You know why? Because when snakes fight, they try to wrap each other's head and slam the other head.
Oh my god,
And
he's
that's how
so
they
cool.
fight. A king snake will just fucking fight them and wrap them up.
Bye.
Bye. He's like, that
Super
was
cool,
weird.
man.
That was a weird.
Jen, you want any more if I put them away? More berries?
Bit
Oh,
his
I'm
arm.
good. Thank you.
Yeah, he bit my arm.
Really
Yeah. Dude, you got fucking king DNA now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right there. Look at right there. Right
video.
there.
Yep.
I got king snake DNA in me now. So this is how we do it at Camp Colby. Zucchini, onions, chilies, kebabs, beef kebabs, chicken, Spanish mackerel, potatoes with butter, mushrooms, and onions and seasoning. Got more going on over there too.
Festivity.
Bomb.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh no! Sea cucumber. He fumbled it.
Yeah.
That's how it
Good
tastes.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost like an oyster.
How you see him?
He noodled these at the tide pools.
You should try this, Alan. We got pork and
Yeah, we just got
mushroom.
this out of the creek right down here. All this stuff comes from the creek. It's all natural.
The aftermath of a great dinner.
Yeah, you're feeling it, like you turn your head back, like you're like in the zone, like yeah, like I'm like get a picture from now. It's a cool picture, you know. You had your guitar.
We went up there to see if the family was home to give them all kinds of food. We got all kinds of leftovers. We're gonna give them chicken, carne asada, corn, vegetables, you name it, we have it. Steak. But we're going down to the fire. The bonfire going down there in the what's it called? What's that called down the amphitheater? The amphitheater. And I got a little. They're not the same walkers as on TV. Look at some walkers.
Look at the grass. I mean, the grass still surviving, bro.
This is
I said McMuffin.
McGriffin Fire Circle. Built in honor of.
Farther back, we got more
See.
people who are here.
Built in honor of Jim and Lucy McGriffin, with money given by young people who had camped with them. Right on.
Oh, that's nice.
You know what I'm saying? That way we have more of a circle here, you mean? Perfect.
I wonder if it has anything to do with like all the stonework reflecting.
Great group of guys and girls. Okay, well they're all down there by the fire. Now the nightlife up here is not used to people being up here, other than the host family back here, the caretakers. Their caretakers have 6 kids. They're very small kids, so they're not out at night. So the nightlife up here is not used to people being around. So I'm sure with all these cooking smells in the air and all this noise down by the fire, there's stuff prowling around. So I'm gonna see if I can get a glimpse of some raccoons, some possums, bobcat, mountain lion, coyotes, something. Something. It'd be rad to catch a mountain lion in my sights. Yeah. There you are. I said that, it sounded like someone was walking behind me. Power of suggestion. Look, there's some game trails. Those are game trails right there. Right down through there. Struck out. No nightlife. Well, there's plenty of nightlife around that fire over there.
Man, it's like 4 or 5. Start at 5 p.m. Driving home, you know, an 80-year-old woman coming out, you're like, oh God. The best part of driving home, there's like, go yap out there.
I don't remember that
I'm doing like a flip.
It's 12:30. We're all pretty much going to bed. They're down there putting the fire out. That's my setup right there in the center. It's too cold for mosquitoes, so I'm not even gonna light the lantern. This mosquito candle. I just got these 2 solar lights here. My wallet, my keys, my everything is in this pack, zipped up. My belt, I'll have it right here next to me, and I'll put it down there. I got the ridge light. Oh, my blow up tarp. I gotta blow up that tarp. Blow up the pad. I forgot to blow this up. Climate. Ridge light, climate, Tyvek, ridge light, climate, and a quilt. Custom made. Camouflage outside, black inside. And lighting equipment. All quiet in camp. I went up and set the time lapse up there. Catch the sunrise. Make some coffee. Hash and eggs. Spam Anderson. I had some of Joey's world famous banana bread. It's awesome, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
It's the best banana bread I've ever tasted in my
Very
life.
filling. Quite nutty.
He said nutty. I'm having mine with a little Texas Pete. First time I ever tasted this stuff, I found a packet of it. I was with the Running Gun 41 doing a night hike into the East Fork. We found a packet of this above the 3rd and 4th crossing on the stretch where you come around the corner before Allison. It was concealed, closed, airtight, so we tried it out. It was really good. Since then, I found out when you buy Church's chicken, you can ask for these. A few of us are awake. All the rest are still sawing logs.
I only got one hand.
I mean, I've been jumped before.
I've been stabbed a few times. Not cool.
It's just the neighborhood.
We
It's just
appreciate
very different.
I like downtown City Hall. It's such a beautiful camp.
Fuck people up though.
Oh, yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Once in a lifetime, huh?
Yeah.
So cool.
For sure.
It's amazing.
I don't know. Thank you, sir. Bye, Jen. Thank you for that comment. I appreciate it. It's getting better, so we're.
An alligator in the pool. We're swimming in a pool of a closed camp. Now I'll show you something. See that right there? Look at that. That's from a snake bite. Look at that, Joey. Snake bite venom, death perhaps.
He was hanging on too.
He latched on, didn't he?
Yeah, he was latched on.
Well, Paul's an EMT. He knows how to suck out the poison.
Look at that. You can see. You can see.
Oh my God, you can see the whole oh my God, that's awesome, dude. That is great. You see the whole mouth, the top and bottom. Yeah, he did get his fangs in there.
He's latched.
Hey, thank God it was red on black.
Maybe it was. I don't know. I didn't even look.
It was red on black. He was a fellow to Jack.
No, I think it's a coral snake. I'm
Red
immune.
on yellow is dead to a fellow.
Well, I've got 15 minutes left. Action going on under that water.